Imagine living in a place where the temperature can drop below -80 degrees Celsius. A place with no cities, no roads, no permanent residents, and months of complete darkness every year. People hear the word Antarctica, they imagine endless snow, giant icebergs, and cute penguins. But Antarctica is far more than that. It is the coldest, driest, and windiest continent on Earth. It covers nearly 14 million square kilometers, making it the fifth largest continent in the world. Almost 98% of Antarctica is covered by a massive sheet of ice. In some places, that ice is more than 4 kilometers thick. Hidden beneath it are mountains, valleys, lakes, and an ancient landscape that humans rarely get to see. During winter, temperatures can fall below -80 degrees Celsius. At those temperatures, exposed skin can freeze within minutes. Even simple tasks like walking outside or repairing equipment become extremely dangerous. Unlike every other continent, Antarctica has no permanent cities, no villages, and no local population. The only people who stay there are scientists, engineers, pilots, and support teams working at research stations. Most of them remain for only a few months before returning home. But if modern technology can build giant skyscrapers in deserts and floating cities on the sea, why can't humans build a permanent city in Antarctica? Is the cold really the biggest problem? Or is there another reason that keeps this entire continent almost completely empty? The freezing temperatures are only the beginning. The real challenge is survival. In Antarctica, nothing grows naturally. There are no forests, no farms, and almost no fresh food. Every meal, every drop of fuel, every piece of equipment, and every medical supply must be shipped or flown in from thousands of kilometers away. Imagine trying to build a city where even a single missing part for a machine could stop an entire operation for weeks. That is everyday life in Antarctica. The weather can also change without warning. A clear sky can suddenly turn into a violent blizzard. Winds can exceed 200 kilometers per hour, strong enough to make walking almost impossible. During these storms, visibility can drop to almost zero, making it easy to lose your way, even if you are only a short distance from your station. Because of these dangers, people rarely travel alone. Every journey is carefully planned, and emergency equipment is always ready. But nature isn't the only obstacle. There is also a legal reason why Antarctica has no permanent cities. In 1959, 12 countries signed the Antarctic Treaty. Instead of fighting over the continent, they agreed that Antarctica would be used only for peaceful scientific research. Today, more than 50 countries cooperate under this agreement. Military activity is restricted, and large-scale commercial development is tightly controlled. This means Antarctica is not being turned into another crowded continent. Instead, it remains one of the last places on Earth dedicated mainly to science. But even scientists face a challenge that freezing temperatures cannot explain, a challenge that affects the human mind itself. And that may be the biggest reason why almost nobody can stay in Antarctica forever. The greatest challenge in Antarctica isn't always the cold. Sometimes it's the silence. Imagine living in a place where you cannot leave for months. Outside, there is nothing but endless snow stretching to the horizon. There are no busy streets, no shopping malls, no restaurants, and no crowds. Just ice, wind, and complete isolation. During the Antarctic winter, some research stations experience 24 hours of darkness for weeks or even months. The sun simply doesn't rise. Every day looks exactly the same. For many people, this becomes mentally exhausting. Scientists often miss their families, their friends, and the simple routines of everyday life. Even with the internet and satellite communication, they know they are thousands of kilometers away from the nearest city. If someone becomes seriously ill during a severe winter storm, rescue may not be possible for days or even weeks. That is why every person working in Antarctica receives special survival training before arriving. Research stations also organize movie nights, fitness sessions, board games, and team activities. These may sound simple, but they help people stay mentally healthy in one of the most isolated places on Earth. Interestingly, space agencies like NASA study life in Antarctica because its harsh conditions are similar to what astronauts may experience on future missions to the Moon or Mars. In many ways, Antarctica is Earth's closest version of another planet. Yet despite all these challenges, thousands of scientists still choose to work there every year because hidden beneath Antarctica's frozen surface are clues that could help us understand Earth's past and even protect its future. But what exactly are they searching for beneath all that ice? The answer is the most fascinating part of this story. Beneath Antarctica's massive ice sheet lies one of the greatest scientific archives on Earth. Every layer of ice preserves tiny bubbles of ancient air, frozen in time for hundreds of thousands of years. By studying these ice cores, scientists can discover what Earth's climate was like long before humans built cities or recorded history. These frozen records help researchers understand how our planet has changed over time and how it may change in the future. Antarctica is also home to some of the cleanest skies on Earth, with almost no light pollution and very little human activity. It has become one of the best places to study space, weather, and the universe itself. The continent also holds around 70% of the world's fresh water, locked away as ice. That makes Antarctica one of the most important places on Earth for the future of humanity. But protecting this continent is just as important as studying it. If large cities, factories, or heavy industries were built here, they could damage one of the last truly untouched environments on our planet. That is why countries continue to work together to keep Antarctica focused on scientific research instead of permanent settlement. So the reason nobody lives in Antarctica permanently is not because humans are too weak. It is because the continent is too valuable to be changed. Its extreme climate, complete isolation, difficult supply routes, and international protection make permanent life incredibly difficult. Sometimes, the greatest achievement isn't building another city. Sometimes, it is knowing when a place should remain exactly as it is. Antarctica reminds us that not every corner of the Earth is meant to be conquered. Some places exist to teach us, to inspire us, and to protect the story of our planet. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible stories from around the world.